Inatia wazee. Wazee, dance ya kanisa. Kama mtu hajashika usimcheke. Alichiwe ni nani? Wewe ndo chachani. Unapenda Yesu nani?
Wow. Hapa ni moto sana leo my friend. We are live from ACK St. Peter's Nyali. And leo hatuko peke yetu my friend. We are here with young people. I'm telling you, leo ni moto kama pasi. DJ.
Yo.
I'm telling you hapa ni kumewaka moto.
Nakwambia ni moto.
Ndio mwanzo tumeanza.
Naona watu wameenda 2 fingers in the sky. Watu wameanza mapema.
Na bado.
Na bado.
Mwanzo.
Clearly by the way.
Hebu tusikize, let us sikiza. Hebu nani anaweza fanya introduction bana? Nani anatuambia sisi ni nani hapa? Hebu hata nisikie. Yeah, tell us jina lako and then hebu fanya introduction ya kina nani hapa tuko na wao.
Yes. Sasini.
Poa.
Karibuni sana, sisi ni St. Peter's Nyali, Archdeaconry ya Kisauni. Tumekuja kujibamba. Form ni God, kuomoka na kulive kwa God.
Umesikia story? Hata sema kitu. Hebu leta nisikie kwa nini wanaume.
Kwa majina ni Clinton Omondi, ACK Kingeleni. Tuko hapa kujifundisha mambo na social media influences. Of which tunataka kujua how the social media influence inatupeleka in a negative side and positive side.
Okay.
Na pia tunataka najua sasa tuna stream live kuna mavijana hajafika hii place, my youths, my girl na my boy, so kuna venye itawajenga online positively, na pia tutawafundisha the negative side of social media. Be blessed.
Wow, we are live from CSK St. Peter's Nyali. You're watching Youth Corner, and today we're going to discuss about matter to do with what? Social media. How social media imeleta impact katika this generation in terms of positive and negative. So, Peter William, back to you, my DJ.
Shukran sana Rex Salim. Thank you very much. For you who's watching, I don't know kama uko home, ama uko kwa njia, ama umeamua kwa matatu kadunga ka earphone, umeweka kwa simu. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is the Youth Corner, and this is a special Easter program where we are jumping seriously into how you're watching us, social media. That's it. So that's what we're talking about today. Na tutakuwa tunaongea from various sides. We have an awesome panel that is going to be talking about it, jumping into it. Alafu uzuri iya ifanywi ati ile kama kikanisa kikristo. No, this is totally free. So whatever you have to say, let us know hapo kwa comment section. You need to write kama kuna swali na mapema irushe, so that topic ikiwa juicy, kishika moto, usije ukalengwa. Very, very important. But most importantly is you need to subscribe. Click and subscribe. Kuna button hapo ya subscribe hapo chini kuna ka subscribe. Click hapo subscribe, yeah? And then to avoid missing out on anything that we're going to do, kama you've enjoyed the music, you enjoyed the talk. We've had 2 previous talks before. This is episode 3, and you've enjoyed and don't want to miss. Unasema mama next time nikikosa itakuwa noma. Kuna ka bell button hapo. Ukiklik bell button utakuwa unapata notification yako ndani ya simu. My name is DJ Lenny, I'm Daktari wa Mziki, and I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be your music guide the whole way. So mziki kama unaona tunachoma kidogo, please niandikie hapo kwa comments, DJ kuna venye hii Pasaka mzee unachoma, hebu turudishe kidogo, itakuwa poa. But I want to take it back to Rev Salim, who's going to introduce our panel, and then let us know how things are flowing.
Thank you so much, DJ Linium. Again and again, we are live from ACK St. Peter's Nyali, and here we have people ambao watatusaidia wazee ku discuss this topic concerning matter to do with what? Social media. Hey, wacha introduce wenyewe, wasemi hao ni kina nani na wametokea maeneo gani, so that before tuingie katika ile mjadala tujue kunaenda wapi. Karibu sana Rev.
Yes.
Karibu sana bwana.
Asante sana. I am Reverend Joseph Mjama, and Jesus Christ is my personal savior. I really take this opportunity to appreciate the Lord, to be among the young people and reflect on this matter of social media. It has been an integral part of our life. It is part of us, and we cannot run away from it. It is here with us. It has traversed all sectors of our lives, and so we have to speak about it in its depth, and particular the positive and the negative impact of it among the young people. Yeah.
Thank you so much. My brother, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Rex Mtanda. Ukipenda unaniita Rex. A member of Mombasa Memorial Cathedral, born again. And it's nice being here to the young people. I look forward to the session.
Wow.
Asante.
Thank you so much. Karibuni sana katika Youth Corner. We are live. Na tukianza tu kusema, according to your understanding, what can you tell us about what is social media? According to your understanding, tu kila mtu mmoja aseme yake according to vile unaelewa na unaweza sema aje? Rev.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine is to say social media refer to the use of websites and application, and particular where we talk about websites and applications, we are talking about various technologies that enable the users or people to create and share content. To add on that is about social networking. So it has to do, the major thing is networking. Okay. But we don't just network. There are two great things, the content that is creating and sharing the content, which is the underlying issues. So when we think about social media, we are talking about various platforms. There are so many, and we'll be mentioning them within no time.
Wow.
But when we refer to social media, we are referring to these opportunities in the websites and applications. Apps, in short, as we normally think of.
Thank you so much. My brother, Rex, able to me.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, to add on what Reverend has said, social media is just a media of communication. But for this case, we are using the virtual networks.
Okay.
Either we are doing it through the internet, we are using virtual, whether you're talking about WhatsApp, you're talking about TikTok, you're talking about Instagram. The examples are many, but it's a way of communication where you are using virtually. And you can either be sending a message, you are sending a text or a photo, whatever thing that you are sharing through the virtual network is a way of communication, and that is social media. And it just basically helps us to connect with the rest of the world, with people who are far away. Yes.
Thank you so much. Now, my question comes in is whereby, we're talking now, because now we're talking about the youth, how social media has bring a lot of impact to our youth. Now, what kind of impact can you tell us in terms of positive, which we can see in our youth? The kind of impact which you think the social media has brought in?
I think there are very many, and in my own opinion, social media, when used properly, is a better tool with a lot of advantages to the youth and the entire world. One of the advantages that we can talk is a source of income. We've seen a lot of people who've transformed their lives through the social media, whether you're using it as a marketing tool to market your product, you're using it to brand yourself. It can also be used as a branding, where as a person you can be able to brand yourself and you're able to market. Then another thing that social media, it has made life easier. It is easy to communicate, it is easy to send a message. You can send, like, for example, now WhatsApp has over, I think, up to around 1,000 users. Instead of going and sending one letter every day to a post office, I can be able to send a message and it gets to so many other people. Then another thing that has been used by social media is also a way where you can be able to profile yourself. For example, if you're talking about LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a way where you put your CV and you're able to be linked to the employers. It has also been used to reconnect people. For example, you had somebody you went to school with in primary or in nursery, even families that have been lost. We've had cases like here in Kenya where a family was connected. Sisters were connected just through the social media. I think for now, those are some of the advantages. Maybe I'll allow Reverend to add some.
Yes, Rev.
That's great. Actually, Rex has really brought very pertinent issues that we can see in terms of positivity when we think about social media. We've said, as we speak now, 4.7 billion people use social media, which is around 60% of the total human population in the world. That means 60% of the total humanity in the universe use social media. It is of essence, just to echo what Rex has said. We are saying the key thing is bringing families, friends together in a very easy manner. You can reach out to friends, you can reach out to family, you can reach out, in the case of the church, you can reach out to your target population in a very easy manner. When you think about evangelization, it is very easy to reach out to the target population because of connectivity. And that is the main thing that we refer to the positivity of social media. But even so, we talk about social media has really improved the skills of young people, leave alone having business opportunities, the skills. There are so many people who have taken opportunity to gather information, to gather skills, learning from others, the things that they are doing. You can use, for instance, there are groups of same interest If we are farming and we are doing poultry farming, we have groups, WhatsApp groups, and so forth, so that we learn more about farming. That's a skill. If we are doing any aspect, any course, anything that we is a skill, can be learned through social media. And that's why I'm saying we can gather skills instead of just using our time to just for fun through social media, but we can use the opportunity of gathering skills. And I think information is one of the baseline. I said earlier on that through social media we create content and we share content. So if social media today is utilized to the brim by creating pertinent content that brings skills closer to people, you can give them food at their table. Because the rate of unemployment and underemployment is real. So if I acquire skills through social media, then that can give me food on my table. As a person, because I have a soft spot on farming, I really learn a lot from social media. I'm in so many groups of farming across board, even in the East Africa. Just because of such, I've improved a lot in my farm. What am I trying to say to young people? Which area are you interested in? Is there a possibility that you can form a social group that can actualize the skill you have, so that you create a better person, a value, you can get value out of social media? Yeah, I think.
Thank you so much. Now, another question is whereby we can say, is there any advantage which the church imepata kutokana na yale ambayo tunasema in terms of mambo na to do with social media? Is there any advantage which social media imeleta kwa vijana wetu ama youth wetu currently ambao we are having in the church?
Yeah, I think in my opinion, the church has really benefited, especially when you look back at 2-3 years ago, when we had the issue of COVID-19, when it became very difficult for us to meet. That is one area that the church really benefited, because we could be able still to attend church virtually through YouTube or through other networks, so we could be able to join the church and attend. Number two, if you look at social media as an advocacy tool, where the church can use it to be able to advocate for some certain issues, some certain rights, to look at voices in the society and then communicate to the entire congregation. We've also had planning in churches have been made easier. That is one area, again, the church has really benefited. We can be able to do, for example, we are planning a wedding committee, we are planning a rambe. We can be able to reach to more members compared to older days where we could just be forced to maybe take a letter. If somebody does not appear to church, then it becomes difficult to reach that person. But these days I can still be connected. Like now, me, I'm still connected in my church. Back at home, I'm able to follow them. If they have an arambe, if there's something that they are doing and I'm interested in, I'm able to connect with them and still be able to continue contributing to the change in that particular society, which I believe in. So I think the church has really benefited, and the only thing that we need now to do as a church is to continue utilizing those platforms, that we are able now to go to those platforms and now change the narrative in the platform, because it's not all gloom in the social media. And as I actually said, to me, in my personal opinion, social media is better. If I weigh the two, social media is more advantageous than disadvantageous. So I think the church can really benefit through that, and the areas I've said. Maybe Reverend, you can add something.
Yeah, I want to concur with Rex, Reverend, because I think social media is a new way that God has opened up. It's a paradigm shift, particularly from the season of the COVID-19. Most of the preachers never thought they can preach through social media. But COVID-19 was a blessing in disguise, that it gave the church an opportunity to explore Facebook, to explore WhatsApp, to explore other avenues,
Instagram, yes,
to speak and transmit the gospel to the target group. We have online communities, online churches as we speak. And so we are saying that this is a valuable opportunity that the church need to dive in and make sure they utilize. Not even so, we are saying there is a lot of misinformation around us and about the Christian faith. We are saying the right people with the right information about our Christian faith can be communicated through this social media. We can talk about our identity. We can talk about who we are as a church. But even so, we have seen a lot of people evangelizing through social media, reaching out to people, saving lives through social media. And I want to encourage the church today to embrace social media. But even so, now let's come to the young people. The young people are always on the internet, on these platforms. And because of unemployment, it has given them more time even to be there. And we can target them with the message, the gospel message, because most of them are not in the church. So through social media, we can reach out to young people. Through even TikTok, through even the X platform, the former Twitter, and any other platform that seems interesting to young people. But even so, I am saying the church can and is still benefiting through this social media. Think about church leadership. If a pastor is to remain relevant today, must be in this social media. Because there are people who think being in social media is
evil.
Is evil or is a setback for a pastor. How on earth can a pastor be in Facebook also? No, I am in Facebook. I am in TikTok and other platforms, and I'm saying that all these are opportunities. Can we create and share information relevant to the society today? And I tell you, the church will benefit. For instance, I've said the church has been accused of so many issues. In defense of our identity, we can create apologetic messages and share these apologetic messages to define our faith, to define our practice, to define even our teachings. And that keeps the faith running. So that them that are Quakers outside there and fake in our faith may be distinguished from the right info.
Wow, thank you so much. You have touched matter to do with identity. What can you say about concerning matter to do with identity and character? Is there thing or anything which you can say that we can get from social media in terms of our identity and character to our youth?
It matters to do with identity. I say, if I follow you in your account, in whichever platform, I begin understanding the person you are.
Okay.
And that defines the person you are. That portrays your identity. Whether good or bad, but whatever you say in the social media, whatever you post in the social media, to a certain degree, portrays your identity. You may ignore such, but I've seen social media haunting people many years after posting. We thank God now Facebook has a way of deleting. But in the former days, you wouldn't. But at least now we can say that you can trace your posts and delete them. But we must be very careful. People can blackmail us using whatever we post in this social media. Sometimes we take even our reactions too fast to social media, to even WhatsApp status, and that defines a lot our identity. Defines the way you react. You see, when we talk about reaction, is not the way we say in psychology. You don't just speak because of the people who talk about slip of a tongue. But we are saying in the Bible, Jesus said there is nothing like slip of a tongue. Particularly, he says, out of the abundance of heart, mouth speaketh. And so we are saying, out of the abundance of heart, your hand even writes. And so that identifies the person you are. I can easily read even your moods through your WhatsApp, your accounts, and I can know you very easy. And so I am saying, in as much as we love posting anything we want to post, but even so, let us be cautious, because that is our presence in the social media. That's our presence, and the world outside there is expecting us to post more than what we are posting, so that they are very curious to know our identity, and they even prick you to say more than what you are exposing yourself in this social media. I want to challenge every one of us, including myself, that as we use social media, let us be careful on our identity and the implication of the character we portray in social media.
Yes, my brother, Rex.
I think what Reverend has said is very key, but most importantly, maybe just to reiterate on what he said, as much as we want to be happy and rejoice that these days we can be able to delete whatever we post on social media, it's just important that we remember that the internet never forgets. With a few steps in the internet, with a few gurus, we can be able to trace back every other thing that you posted on social media. So it's very, very important to be careful on what we post. As much as we will delete a history, we'll do that, but even if we want that information, again, the same social media will be able to come back and haunt you. But back to the issue of identity, I just want to emphasize and say, we do not go to the social media to seek identity. In my personal opinion, that one will be lost. You will first of all have to accept yourself as a person and agree that I was born, created in God's marvelous image, and the way I am, I'm enough. So that whenever I go to the social media, I have two questions to answer. One, am I a contributor or am I a consumer? Unfortunately, most of us are consumers. So that whatever is there, we just consume. Most of us don't go to social media to contribute to whatever space that we've chosen. Because the space in social media is so big. Whether you're going to do social advocacy, whether you're going to do a change, whether you're going to, maybe you're doing preachings, whether you're doing music, the space is huge. So as you go to that space, you go with your identity. You're also going there and telling the world, hey, here there is somebody who can be able to come and give you something that is more. So my encouragement to you this afternoon is, you go to social media, most of the time try as much as possible to be a contributor more than a consumer. Because when you consume is when you now begin seeking identity, and you begin looking at other people and thinking, I have not reached this stage. And most of the time, whatever is posted on social media is a world of fakes. So if you are going to seek an identity, you are running away from your true self to go and be a fake person. And there can never be another Rex in this world. In God's own creation, there is only one Rex. So as much as I want to be like Rev Salim, or I want to be like, I don't know who, I'll never make it to be like him. I have to identify my own space, seek my own identity, and fight for my own space within the social media. So don't go to the social media to seek identity, but come out with your own identity and then run with that identity and see how much you can be able to get with that identity. So long as the contribution that you are making is about impacting the society positively.
Maybe before Reverend Salim, you bring in another question. What Rex is bringing on board is really pertinent when we think about celebrity culture. Celebrity culture is affecting young people. And you see, people are running to social media to actualize such. They want to be
like so and so.
Yes. And so they are ready to do anything. They are ready to be there to play even half naked, to expose themselves as much as they could, as long as they are getting likes. That is another challenge, Rex, that is really affecting young people. The love for celebrity culture. And you see, how are these celebrities affecting our young people in terms of diving into social media? You see, there are so many people who want to be like so and so. For instance, let me give an example of because it is in the public domain. We saw the other day Bahati, and when they were celebrating their wedding anniversary, how they adorn themselves with their dressing. You see, how would that affect young people? Because this is what the celebrities are doing. And so you find young people will run to such just to create a scenario so that people may give them more likes. And so they try to identify themselves through such. And so, in as much as we are to advise every one of us that, as you said, we already are people. God has created us in his own image and likeness, fearfully and wonderfully made. And so we approach social media to glorify God. Everything that we do in the social media should actually glorify God. Whatever we post should glorify God, should honor God, honoring information. You see, that actually helps, rather than just posting for fun and getting likes. I tell you, I've seen people even dancing the Zulu dance just to get likes, and they are not coming from that community. And even within the church, showing even their underwears. And I'm saying this, that as young people, we need to glorify God in everything that we do, we post, we create and share in the social media. That marks and portray the person we are. There is always social implication of everything that we do.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Another question before we go to our DJ, the one and only DJ which we have here. Now, another question is concerning when I post something, maybe in Facebook or in WhatsApp, and then you end up finding somebody commenting bad about me. There's that what we call bullying, or there's that harassment which I'm getting from somebody. What can you say? Because now it's like I've put something which is good, and it brings that information to people for them to be able to understand what is going on in the society. But somebody comes in na anaanza kuongea mbaya. What can you say about that? Ananivunja morale.
Yeah, I think there'll always be, since that is not a space that we have so much control over it, it is something that there'll always be one or two people that will appear. So the best thing that you can be able to do, one, I personally say for a young person is to identify what is this that I want to be in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, even 40 years to come. Once I'm able to identify and say, I want to be a doctor, for example, then every other thing that I'm doing is in line with my goal in life. So that when I go to social media, I'm not just going there to like every other thing in social media. I'm not going to the social media, or I'm not the rest of the world. So should something pop up, for example, somebody wants to bully me and discourage me, I already go back to my goal and say, hey, wait for a minute. Why am I here? I'm here because there's a goal that I'm aiming at. I'm here because I want to be the best cook. I'm here because I want, for example, to learn a skill, as Reverend say. So whatever bullying that is coming, I'll be able to ignore. But if you're on social media, up and down trying to catch, you've just cast your net wide and you're trying to catch whatever that you'll catch, you'll be bullied to an extent that you might even suffer depression. So you have to be very careful. And the best way to control that bullying is identify your goal, follow the things that contribute to your goal. Then number 2, try as much as possible that whenever you're contributing, the language that you're using, that is one. If you put there language that will be able to attract negatives, then that language again will make you to be bullied. Number 2, what am I contributing about? Are you contributing about politics? Do you have the knowledge about what you're contributing? How are you even typing your sentences? There are simple things that will result to those bullying. How are you typing? How are you contributing to that? Is it something that you're contributing to something that is very controversial? For example, here in Kenya, we could talk about issues that are tribal, and it's a political season. When you go there and contribute, which side are you on? Is that something that can result into you being bullied? And before you click that send button, ask yourself, reread your message more than 10 times and ask, if this message was to be posted 20 years from today, will I be proud of this message and will I not be proud of this message? And be aware that when you're posting on social media, you are out there to the world. And when you're out to the world, you don't control. So the best thing to do is try and limit by identifying your goal. And then number 2, be aware that bullying will come, and then start looking at the mechanism of which you will deal with that bullying. Maybe Reverend can help us with the mechanisms.
Yes.
The first thing you need to know is we are living in a pluralistic world, that you don't expect one perspective of anything that you do or is done or is said. Never expect one perspective of doing something, of understanding something, of knowing something. We have diverse views on individual issues. Pick an example of culture. Culture is diverse. So anytime we talk about culture, we touch on cultural issue, you know, we have diverse views. Talk about religion. Anything to touch with religion, you attract negative comments, because we have diverse views on religion. You touch on issues to do with the secularism and the normal life that we are living. Even what is good in our life now may not be good to someone else. Even when we talk about the issue of marrying, people have diverse views of marriage. Like the contemporary issue, the thing that you just tackled in either the second episode also, the issue of LGBTIQ. So we have very diverse views. In other words, I'm saying, we need to know you are living in the world, that you don't have one stream of thinking or perspective. We have diverse, but we are saying diverse views, but we are saying you must know the person you are. And the way Rex has said, that what are you after? What are you looking for? And you must know whatever you say and stand for defines the person you are. You don't struggle with it. We need to know what you are telling us, you are giving to us, the information. If you stand to that, it defines even the character, it defines the principle, it defines the perspective of a person you are. And so we know these things are normal. They have seen often than not people running to the internet to defend themselves. In fact, the worst mistake to do is running to the social media to defend yourself on a matter. You will be actually the same person who is propagating the rumor in their social media. Are you getting that? Actually, you let people know what they didn't know. So don't let people know what they didn't know about you, and particular on the issue that didn't augur well with you. So kama vijana wanasema kamatia kanyagie chini. Ukiona issue kama hiyo, wewe ignore it. Kamatia chini. Wewe cheza pole, cheza chini. Tuko pamoja? Yeah. So you don't go to the internet. I've seen so many people rushing to the internet to defend themselves. Don't defend yourself through the social media. Just play it cool. And I tell you, as long as you know whatever you said was correct in the perspective you gave it, you are right in your own respect.
Wow. Thank you so much. Before I bring in people on board, because we have people here. Let me listen to my brother DJ Linium.
Yes.
Uko na kitu gani ya kutuongezea hapo?
I think Rev and Rex wameongea vitu mingi sana za maana, and I will hit on one point before we go on a break. Online bullying or cyberbullying, depends how you call it. It's very rampant, and actually about 60% of cases of mental health have been fanned into the fire has been fanned by online bullying, because someone has put their picture online, and maybe they are as handsome as me, there I look, and people will say I am too big online, and they start making fun of me and things like that. I mean, it happens to other people, so it depends again. Reva amesema unakanyagia chini, wengine wajui kukanyagia chini, and when that happens, that's where the problem comes in. Social media takes over, and you're worried now, what will people say? It reminds me of the times when I was a child. Ukifanya mistake ukienda nyumbani, madhe anakuambia sasa majirani watasema nini. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa social media version yao, because wakijua mtoto wa so and so amefanya hivi, hiyo ni blunder, and that's the same thing they're doing. We are worried what someone will think and what they'll say, and it's really affecting us. And if we can find a way, just as Rev amesema, tukanyagie chini, it will go. I was told by someone that online scandals last for only 8 days, because after 8 days another scandal comes up and people forget about you. But in those 8 days, if you take everything seriously, it is how that thing will either be very long or it will die a natural death. So that's for me.
Wow. Hebu achilia muziki kidogo kabla tujaenda kwa the audience kusikia wanasema aje na wao pia bana.
Awesome. If you're watching again, we're coming to you live from ACK St. Peter's in Nyali. Leo tumeamua tutoke nje tukule mandhari ya nje. Unaona tu kidogo unasikia sauti ya birds wakipita na unakuka upepo. That is once that feeling. We want to come out. And maybe you're watching and you'd love this team to also come and visit you. Very easy. All you have to do in the comment section, drop your comments, and Rev and the team will get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe and keep it here. Plus, if you have any question, please let us know, because our able panel will be able to answer every question you have the youth. Otherwise, wacha nikupatie sounds of Nyashinsky and Mungu pekee akitukumbusha Mungu ni yeye pekee yao sio.
DJ William. Tanzania Gala bataongezea dani Wea mini twali tunujia Wazito Tuitu wasa kwisho Na kristo Wazito Wazito Nyoni na kamsa asijifika Nyoni na cheza kama msala asijifika Nyoni na dada asijifika Nyoni na cheza kama dada asijifika Usininye mimi kwenye story asijifika Usininye mimi kwenye utamu asijifika Nena rusha mateke sijafika Nena washa masamboza Sijafika, sijafika, sijafika Sijafika, sijafika, sijafika Natafuta Yesu maishani yako Natafuta Yesu maishani yako Natafuta Yesu maishani yako amebaki kuwaji Sifuna wata for great good your book Ni wakulinganisha na mega Past the final say na siwe Kiwe Kanikopo Kona mkina na ichapa Basi sasa kini wapo Kini basi pa mimi na kwambia Nakuliza jabiti Yako ni isawa maulitia biti Nanga takina dadi Yesu hapo pasi amusina vini For example Nyange tukweza share na size Inaimba anaimba Sifa zote tunampatia Tusisahau ni Vile vile sifa inafaa Vile vile sifa inafaa Vile vile sifa inafaa Yetu ni kumpa sifa ngware Yake ametua mshangware Yetu ni kumpreach hapa na pale Yake kubariki toka zamani za kale Ona sasa mama alikuwa barren, sasa yeye ni parent na anajenga nyumba Karen. Sifa huyu Yesu anapewa zote na kama we hutaki basi potelea pote.
Chochote nitakupa popote, fungu la 10 nitakupa siku zote. Title deed yako nimeandika jina yako, hata deal zangu zote zimetoka kwako. Zangu ni zako, nimenoti zangu ni zako. Zangu ni zako, nimegundua zangu ni zako. Vile vile sitaina Vile vile sitaina Kila kitu kiko beta Wangwana benda Waskini na tatiriana Benda benda Tumana mina Deka Iko mikononi mwake Kila kitu kiko beta Iminisiana deta Kuna watu wakicheki unabarikiwa sana wanateta Anazidi kuleta Mvua ya baraka na mabeta Inazidi kunyesha Iminisiana deta Kuna watu wakicheki unabarikiwa sana wanateta Anazidi kuleta Baraka na mabeta Inazidi kunyesha DJ Linear. anapenda penda tumana mina deka niko mikononi mwake kila kitu kiko beta
Kwisha kubela alimwambia Simoni tweka mpaka kilindini kashushe nyavu zenu. Yesu alipokwisha kunena alimwambia Simoni tweka mpaka kilindini kashushe nyavu zenu.
Unasemaje?
Bwana mkubwa,
fanya
kazi ya kutosha usiku kucha.
Ati bwana
tumefanya kazi hata tusipate kitu.
Nakwambia bwana
tumefanya kazi ya kutosha usiku kucha. Bwana mkubwa, tumefanya kazi hata tusipate kitu. Lakini kwa neno lako
big sounds of Christina Shusha Nyavo playing right here on the Youth Corner, and you're watching us live on YouTube courtesy of our hosts this afternoon or this evening, depending. It could be this morning, Pia. I don't know where you're watching us from. Thank you if you're watching us anywhere around the world. Shukran sana. God bless you. This is episode 3 of the Youth Corner, and today we are tackling a very interesting topic called how social media is impacting the youth. We've talked about several things, and we had left it at online bullying and cyberbullying and harassment, and we were being given tactics of how to deal with it. My name is DJ Lenium, Dr. Ramziki. I'm your DJ today, and I'm going to throw you over to our moderator of the day, Rev Salim himself.
Thank you so much, DJ. We are live from SK St. Peter's Nyali, and here I wanted to introduce to you some people who are niko na wao hapa hivi. Ni wa moto sana, and I believe they have something to share with us. So, hebu tuwasikize wanasema aje, hii story inakuwa aje. Jamani, watu, nani yako Facebook hapa? Nyote mko Facebook? Hebu acha nisikie, nani yako Facebook? Mike ndo hii hapa, nani yako Facebook? Bas. Now, hebu share with us. Hii story ya Facebook inakuwa aje? Ulilini mwisho ulipost?
The last time nilipost Facebook was like in January. No, not really January. Last year on my birthday, August, I posted a picture of myself wishing myself a happy birthday. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Any other person? Hebu tusikie story, The last time ulipost ilikuwa lini?
Yesterday.
Okay. Hii story inakuwa moto.
I posted myself nikisema it is Eastering.
Uko alika watu Easter?
Sikualika.
Akioye.
Hakuniambia hivyo.
Any other person? Wanaume, kwani wanaume wako wapi? Ako Facebook. Oh, sawa.
Okay, I posted my cousin and I on February when he was going to Germany.
Wow.
To study and also to work.
Hiyo ni moto kama
soon I'm going.
Soon you are going?
Yeah.
Wow. Napenda your spirit. Let me hear.
Yes.
Mzito.
Yes.
Mwenyewe.
Yes.
Tell us, the last time you post ilikuwa ni when?
On Friday.
On Friday?
Yes.
Ulipost nini, bro?
I was just trying to wish people Easter. Yes. Indeed, it was a good Friday for that matter, yes. Yeah.
Now, kuna hii story bana, kila wakati huwa napenda kuiona. Naona jamaa young people wanapenda kupost picha zao. Sometimes unapata jamaa ameweka picha alafu ako naked, half naked. Hii story unaiona aje personally?
Actually, to me, it's not a pleasing picture. But pia, I can't judge the person posting it because we don't know the motive why he's doing so. Maybe to him, maybe him or her iko fiti, but maybe the recipients ajui ni kina nani wana receive. As per the discussion I've had today, I think it's good for us to know. In fact, kama angekuwa amesikiza hizi, hata post tena. Unajua, some of us tukipost, we just think it's just Reverend Salimia, Reverend Mjama pale, or the audience ndio wanaona. Kumbe, leo nimegundua kumbe inaonekana worldwide. Yeah.
Alafu siku ambayo unaenda interview unapatikana hapo. Unaambia bro, ni wewe ama jirani huyu?
In fact, there's a story I had. Kuna jamaa alinyimwa kazi because of that. Kuna some employers akikuajiri tu, first of all anajaribu kukutafuta who are you, your implications kwa community, uko aje, how do you address yourself, how do you present yourself, is this somebody mwenye ataportray picture ya hii company yetu or where we want to accommodate in atauzaje hii company yetu to the world, is it in a positive way or a negative way? So mpaka watu angalie. So in fact that's why nitaambia youth outside here, whatever you post itakuramba one day.
Yeah. Let me hear from the ladies who are here. Jamaa, ladies wenzetu ambao wanatutumia post wakiwa half naked. What can you say about it?
Okay. For my side, it's not good. But again, as I also see, maybe the person posting has her own reasons as to why. Because nowadays, people also look, it's all about commercial thing. Maybe it's somewhere else. They were told that if you post this, if you send me naked pictures, you'll get good amount of money. So most of them, maybe they take that because of it's a commercial thing. Instead of being creative in either way, they're coming to be creative in posting the naked pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wanaume? Yes. Mnaweza sema aje hii story?
Thank you. It's uncouth behavior, and we discourage the young people from doing that. Rev, I have 3 questions.
You have 3 questions. Okay.
Is the question time
yes.
ready? Question 1. I have a question asking on behalf of my friend who is running late. We have talked about Rev Mjama was telling us that what you post defines you. And sometimes what you post, people judge you with what you post.
Yes.
We have people who post, let me talk about these people who post to make others happy. They say, don't judge me with what I post. They post jokes. Perhaps these jokes inasaidia mtu somewhere who is stressed up. Akisoma zile jokes anacheka, he comes back to, you see, anasau zile mashida. How about that one? The second one, Rev Mjama, if we are talking about social media defining you, how will you define akina Eriko Mondi? Will we take them serious? I mean, if you are seated talking business, now what you see akina Eriko Mondi, they are ever posting funny pictures, making people to laugh. I mean, akina Jalango, who is currently an MP, mnajua where Jalango started.
Yes, yes.
How will you define that one? Third question. The issue of social media bullying. We have this issue of accounts being hacked. We have been told by Rev not to go there and defend ourselves. My account has been hacked. And if I defend myself, the whole world will know. No. In fact, they will go and now see. How will I take care of this issue if I am not supposed to go back to the account to defend myself? Thank you.
Rev, acha tusikie story. Unasema aje, umesikia maswali? Nani amekungukia wewe?
Yeah, maybe before we answer those questions, there is something that I want us to keep on thinking about it before, so that it comes later.
Okay.
There is the issue of masking in social media.
Social media, yes.
Most of us are not the people we meet physically. I think if I won't mention that, I may forget it in the long run. However, in answering my good friend here, for instance, the issue of hacking, you cannot use the same account that has been hacked. That means if your account has been hacked, you try to follow the way in which you can inform close friends and the people in your contact, so that they may not be manipulated in getting money from them. But defending yourself in the same account, it cannot be, because you're not in charge of that account either. That account has been taken over by criminals, if so we can say. And therefore, sorry, you can create another account later, but you cannot go to defend yourself before your account, because your account is hacked. If your account is hacked, people will even know before you. In fact, they will be calling you to inform you about the same. Is that so?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So the concept of defense is neither here or there. But you can still talk to your close friends and the people in your contact so that you safeguard yourself. Maybe on the issue of the second question was touching on the issue of celebrity culture as an income generating thing because of underemployment. And I tell you, today there are so many people, particularly young people, who think that social media is a paramount thing for income generating activity, which has discouraged the attitude of work, has really discouraged the attitude of work among young people. So most of us as young people think I can just post whatever I post and be a celebrity and become a person that I've seen in many other people who have become. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
But from the word go, I want to encourage young people from now. Nothing comes in a platter. You have to work hard. Not even working smart. In fact, I tell people, even the concept of working smart is not even biblical. If you check, you have to sweat. Sweating is not working either smart. It's working hard. So the concept of work is very important. I urge young people, and particularly them that are in the church, to work hard to earn a living. We are the light of the world, and we must work with our own hands and do something. Actually, God says, I will bless the work of your hands. I will expound the work of your hands. I will establish the work of your hands. And therefore, for me to be a celebrity, I don't have to do the funny things to emerge victorious. That's a path that cannot make generations. That's a path that young people should not follow. But because it is in the public domain, our young people think that is the only way they can gain money. But I'm still saying, go back to the drawing board, the old way, and work hard. Do something and you will succeed. On the issue of, there's another issue, the first thing that you raised the issue of jokes and fun issues. Of course, all of us are diverse in doing our things. There is always light moments. Light moments are not serious moments in your Facebook or in your social media. We can differentiate, by the way. We can differentiate the person we meet physically and the person we meet in the social media. If you just post jokes unnecessary that may portray you bad, they will still affect you anyway. But there are people who, even physically, they make unnecessary jokes. Life does not even require someone to be fun all time. At least be serious with your work and you'll earn a living.
Wow.
Maybe,
wow.
yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you can add something.
Yeah, I think one thing that you've said, it is true. We talked about the benefits of social media. And as a stress reliever, it is true there are videos that you watch, and then again, they help you to laugh, they help you to relieve stress. But remember what we said is, those videos must be in line with your goal as a person. It's not just to jump to the social media and you're watching every other video. So as a stress reliever, it is true that it works. But again, the people that you've mentioned are doing it as their line. Remember the person you've mentioned, like Eric Omondi, like Jalango. They are comedians. So you don't expect anything from a comedian. What you expect is comedy. Because this person, the DNA is comedy. So he'll definitely post comedy. But for you as a consumer of that, you will go, and again you have to pick. You have to pick. You have to cherry pick and see. This Eric Omondi has posted, for example, 20 videos. Of the 20 videos that he has posted, which one as a person can I watch? Which one can I not watch? Which one as a person remains in my history? Remember what we are talking about. We are talking about you using a gadget. And sometimes it's not just a gadget. Like for us who have children, we just don't watch any other thing. I could go to YouTube and, for example, I decide to watch porn, for example. And when I watch that, I leave my phone there. Then my daughter comes and decides she wants to use the phone. Then she goes to Google history. What photos is she finding? The same things that I'm warning her not to watch. So will I be making a good or a negative impact? So remember, it's not just about you watching and going. There are things that remain as history on your phone or on your gadget, whatever you are using. So that is one. Number two, you talked about the issue of hacking. Remember, for example, I'll use DJ Linium as an example and say, let's assume we've been following DJ Linium for quite some time. What is DJ Linium posting? He's posting us the next show. Like for me, I follow him. I watch his profile. I look at what he's saying. So he's telling me the next where he'll be in church. He's posting for us the issues, the posters in church. He's telling us in St. Peter's Nyali. When, for example, I come and I find their nudes posted on DJ Linium profile, I say, wait a minute. This is not the person I know. I'll take my phone and call him. Hey, brother, I've seen some nudes. It doesn't look proper. But when DJ Linium is posting all over, today is posting nudes, tomorrow is posting sports, tomorrow is posting what, drugs, everything. Whenever I find, even if the account is hacked, how will I know as a friend? I wouldn't know. But from his identity, I can be able to tell Reverend Salim, this defines who Reverend Salim is. So anything outside these brackets, then it is not Reverend Salim. So I'm immediately able to call and say, Reverend Salim, wait a minute. Your Facebook account doesn't look okay. Would you mind checking it? Then you'll go back and check and say, true, it has been hacked. So again, it goes back to responsible use of social media. What defines you as a person? What are you posting? Are we able to trace your line of thought? Are we able to sit back and say, this is Rex. From what Rex posted, I can be able to tell A, B, C, D. And from this, I'll be able to say, higher, this is who Rex is. And that is how social media defines us. And if you don't want to get to that space, the streets are rough. Don't go to that space if you don't have the muscle. Because people can pick anything, including and up to, we've had cases where people have been hijacked. We've had our sister there telling us the cousin was going to Germany. You see? And she posted that. That already, to me, personally, I could be wrong, but to me, that is already too much information that we didn't need to know. Okay? We have seen people who post something and say, like for example, me, I'll post, dropping my daughter at the stage, now boarded to school so-and-so, we've already arrived at school so-and-so, picking my daughter at 1 a.m. You see, somebody is able to trace and say, yes, if I look at Rex, then I can be able to know he picks the daughter at 8, drops the daughter lunch, then picks in the evening. So if somebody was to hijack my daughter, he already has every other thing about me. The next thing I'm hearing is a phone telling me, can you give us a ransom? On the issues that you talked about, like the opinion that I've had on issues, people posting half naked and people posting nudes on social media. Remember, we are always fighting. There are two forces. Good and evil are fighting. For us who the light has already been revealed to us, it's our responsibility to fight back. So we are not going to that platform to promote. Why would I, for heaven's sake, like a nude photo? Because this person is surviving on my likes. It's like you and a drug peddler, you have no difference. The same way somebody will come and sell cocaine to children and spoil them, it's the same way you are going to like nudes you are doing. Because the moment I like that nude, I'm promoting it. How many followers do I have, for example, Facebook? I was in Facebook, I think 5 years ago. But the last time I was there, I think it's around 400 or something. So if I go there and like something that is not good, I'm promoting a culture. I've already said, for my 500 followers, this something is good. And another follower of mine again with 1,000. So we keep on multiplying. So even these likes that people are looking for, can we be selfish with these likes? Can we be selfish with these likes? Just don't go there and like anything. Since it comes from Rex, are you able to weigh the content and say, as much as this thing comes from Reverend Salim, is it worth my liking? Is it worth my time? Sawa sawa.
Sawa sawa. Thank you so much. Iko swali hapa. Okay, sawa. and then I'm coming back to you. Hey.
My question goes to Reverend Mjama. Umesema tuachane na social media sometimes as youth to tafute physical jobs, the tangible ones. Unaingia ofisi, you dress up well. As me where I come from, supposed to dress well in a nice suit and tie, go and hustle. Umesema tuachane na social media. But Rev, I'm getting back to you again, social media. Nowadays, imekuwa ni norm kwa youths. Ameona ameenda shule, amesoma, amegraduate, but imekataa. Chenye imekubali ni kuchukua kiatu pale Kongowea, kuiosha vizuri, kupiga picha, kupost WhatsApp, kupost Twitter, kupost on all the sites, na connect with the client. Some of them wameendelea to an extent of even opening shops. So my question was, how can you comment about this? Thank you.
Wow. Before
you are right.
Before you comment that, there's another question here.
My name is Kelvin. I had a question to the panelist team. Now, social media platforms, as you said earlier, they are now almost an $80 billion, I don't know the revenue of the whole social media, but my question is, there are clients maybe abroad. We might be here, but you have clients abroad on maybe platforms such as being virtual assistant to maybe a person abroad. So how can I be a professional and act professional? How can you portray professionalism? Yes.
Wow.
We can answer the two questions first.
Yes.
To start with, we said earlier that social media is good because you can use social media to rebrand your business, to rebrand even your profile. Is that so? We said once again that the issue of using social media to promote your business is 100% allowed. You are there to work. It's an office. Think about someone who just goes there to post unnecessary photos. If you are there to post a shoe, you are selling, you are actually, that is your office. You are entering social media as an office. That's business. You are actually working. Are you getting that? Mm-hmm. We are saying that if we go to social media, part of the time that we spend there, let's spend time to add value in our lives. Is that okay? Adding value, you can ask yourself, what benefit am I getting from this social media, the time I use there? Am I advertising something? We have used social media to, I said I am a farmer. Often than not, I will post my farm product and I get customers. And you trace me in the, even Facebook, you will see my farm, my poultry farm there. What am I saying? I'm saying that the unnecessary devalue time that we use in the social media is what I am discouraging in particular. And the issue of celebrity culture, that we purport to have something on our table to eat. Are you getting that? But even so, we are saying, let us have the right attitude to work. Maybe before I bring another aspect on the things that you have raised, I allow Rex to say something. Before I say something, to finalize on what has been raised.
I think maybe you misunderstood, Reverend, but when we say work, social media has also some good work and amount of time and energy that people spend. For that account to be an account, you really have to work hard. There's a lot of research that goes behind. You have to take the nice photos. You have to do everything correctly. So again, it's not just work. When you're talking, it's not the physical work that you have to go maybe dig and do it. but the kind of work that you're inputting, the amount of time that you're spending is worth the investment for you to have that account. So it's okay for you to have, for example, your market online. We know you can reach a wider market. It's very much okay. But what we are saying is, maybe to join with what our brother asked about responsibility is, can I be able to understand that this is where my responsibility begins and this is where my responsibility ends? This is what I need to post, this is what I need not to post. So that you are not just out there and looking for every other person and assuming every other person will, for example, buy you a shoe. I usually tell people, for example, I form a WhatsApp group as a person. And I say, hey people, I want you to come and help me, for example, in my wedding. One, I have the responsibility to request each one of you, is it good or okay for me to add? Number two, I have again to take the responsibility and say, once I've finished with that group, is it possible that I can bring the group down? Because it was created for a specific purpose. And as a user of that group, I should be able again to say, what am I posting? It is my wedding committee, for example. Wewe umeenda umepata viatu zako huko. Umekuja umeforward kwa group yangu. You are making a mistake, honestly. I did not provide you that platform. You have to do your own thing elsewhere. Or somebody just wakes up tomorrow and Reverend Salim is in 20 groups in the church. Tumemwongeza kwa hii kwa youth, kwa nini kwa wedding? No, you need to ask people and know this is where begins and this is where it ends. So you have to be responsible. And again, the content that you post. If, for example, I've taken the line of shoes, can I make my customer understand that what I'm selling are shoes? If I want to post any other thing, can I have a different account? So that again, I'm not bringing the stress and blogging a lot of clutter to my consumer's mind. Leo na post kiatu, kesho na post mpira, kesho ingine tuna argue Man U na Arsenal. People are not even able to follow me. If I want Man U na Arsenal, can I have a different account for Man U na Arsenal? This is a business account. It's about my shoes. It's about my shop. Let me discuss about my shop here and block any other thing. So I think those are responsibilities that we need to take care of. Wow. And all will be well.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Listen to this. How often do we see the messages, promotion message, congratulations, you have this, you have win such and such, follow the link. How often do you get that in social media? And close to every day. Yes. That means up to now, there are people who still think they can get easy money. Two, education systems in our country. I'm an educationist, but I'm saying most of us go to school just to do what? To learn and get employment. Is that what we think? And until the day we begin innovating in the line of our training, being innovative. If you are an engineer, let's see your engineering work. There are a lot of machines that we can invent as a person. You don't need to be employed. People are living very lucrative jobs to employ themselves. I wish we need to turn even the minds of young people. The rate of unemployment and underemployment is alarming today, and no one seems to address it. Even our MPs and politicians, they come to us looking for jobs so that we employ them as MPs. When they reach there, they tell us, young people look for jobs, and they came to us so that we give them jobs. I get it that. Yes. So someone is lying to us somewhere. We need to speak things the way they are. If tunasema, young people, what you have is strength. As young as you are, fahari ya kijana ni nguvu zake, na fahari ya mzee ni nywele nyeupe ama gray hair. So we are saying, if you are as young as you are, as long as you are, my friend here, if today you told me I've spent the whole day at home, I have nothing to do the whole month, and you're eating and feeding, I will say you are irresponsible. But I will ask you, do we have Kongwea here? Can you escort like 10 people and get 50 by the end of, by 3 hours, you have escorted like 10 people or 20 people, and we get times 50. How much is that? You go home. you bathe and sleep. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we need to rethink and redefine what is actually work. We meet life as it is. Social media has portrayed life in a utopia. Life that is not real. You talk about marriage that is not real. Talk about life that is not real. We talk about food that is not real. We talk about luxury life and flamboyant life that is not real. But we are saying we can post the real life. You can post the real life. Share content on and about real life so that young people may be influenced by real life.
Wow. Thank you so much. Allow me to take the last question before tufunge hii chapter. My sister, naona kuna swali. Hebu uliza swali lako tusikie.
Asante.
Karibu.
My question goes to Reverend
Mjama.
Rex.
Oh. Aha. Rex imekuwa Reverend. Ya. Wewe hii ni neema imekushukia sana hii. Tumekuwa mpole. Tutakupeleka kwa askofu.
Niko na mwalimu hapa karibu.
Basi. Okay.
He has talked about like everyone should remain to his or her lane according to social media. If maybe you're a social worker, you should advertise about social work, or if you're a business person, you should advertise about business to avoid cyberbullying. That's the case. Now, my question is, maybe, okay, not maybe, I'm a social worker. So if I go to Facebook and there are those groups that you should join, maybe join this group as a social worker, like that.
si words zile za mchezo, because these people, when you listen to these people, you are getting something which it will help you at the end of it. And I believe that there's something which you have captured from this. It is my prayer and my hope as you continue watching that you'll put this into practice, because at the end of it, it will help you, because it's a matter of whereby do you believe and having faith in it. So back to you, DJ.
Yes.
Hebu tuambie mzee, kuna kuaje before tuachilie muziki kidogo tu dance.
Manze kuna vitu zimesemwa nimekumbuka yani. Number 1, hiyo kuamka na kujipata uko WhatsApp group 15. Ay. Hakuna kitu. Yani uko kwa kitanda hivyo unasikia tu unashangaa leo si birthday yangu. Mbona messages ni mingi?
Ama ni M-Pesa zimeingia.
Unashangaa only to come unaona ya mchango ya harusi, alafu kama 6 za matanga, unashangaa kwani imekuaje?
Na mshahara ni ile moja.
Imagine. Na hustle ni ile.
Utajua ujui.
And then amenikumbusha, I remember when I was starting off my brand, that time Instagram and TikTok were not big. So I remember my Facebook page, I had struggled. My business, hizo times ilikuwa zinaitwa fun page. Siku hizi zinaitwa business page. So my fun page, I had struggled. I'd reached about 33,000 likes. Alafu nikapata inbox one afternoon from Facebook wakisema your account has been reported to be posting nudes. Yani Rex ni kamba alikuwa na maono, but it's actually true. Yes. Ati your account has been noted to be posting nudes. So on that note, we have blocked your account. So you can imagine I've worked for 33,000 likes. Alafu imeblock. Nimejaribu, nimetuma inbox wapi. My friend, I had to start again. It wasn't easy, but I had to start again. So I know that feeling that they are talking about, and everything they're saying is so relevant. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Namaliza na kusema kwamba thank you so much for watching Youth Corner. I believe that next time that we invite kuja kwenyu. Namba ya kutufikia tu 0727 48 14 13. You can call us or SMS us and we will come. We'll do what we have done here. Hii mchezo tunaenda live. Hakuna jokes.
Yeah.
Hakuna jokes.
Ndio hivyo.
Yeah. Just tuambie tutakuja sisi wenyewe. And thank you so much for tuning. Back to you, DJ.
Shukran sana.
Karibu baba.
Thank you very much, Rev Salim. Just nimeona maboys wamesimama, so lazima tutadance our way out of this show. Yeah. So for you who's watching again, thank you very much for tuning in. Remember, this is Youth Corner, episode 3, how social media has impacted the youth. We had Rex, we had Reverend Njama, and we had a very interesting conversation. Leo nimejua ma Reverend pia wako intense. Wachana na wale wako Facebook. Wako intense na Instagram na hizi zingine. Very interesting. I didn't think that way. So that was awesome. And it has, as much as it has opened my eyes, I hope it has opened yours. And maybe, just in case you'll watch this show after the live edition, there is no problem. You can still drop in your question in the comment section, and our team will get back to you and be able to let you know. Just as Reva said, if you want us to come to your church, to your jurisdiction, alafu tufanye kitu kama, it is very possible. Get in touch with us. Reva amepeana namba pe kwa pale kwa description, utaweza kupata. And as usual, please don't forget to subscribe on our channel. Now, we want to dance our way out. Tujibambe lazima. Hiyo lazima tujibambe. Naomba watu wangu sound wanipatie sound hapa kidogo. Yeah, we're going to dance our way out. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's have fun. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
From the team at Youth Corner to wherever you are.
I go by the name Jabi there. Na shoti baba, give me space.
Ukisema umetenda
ati nini? Tumeuona. Aha. Ati kama mawimbi. Big shout out to Reverend Anthony. Epic Lifestyle watching. Olen Clint. And the youth down at St. Peter's Nyali. Watu wangu wa ground, make some noise. Ati kama mawimbi. Hey. Kama katika sana. Skiza. Anaitwa nani? Amefufuka.